While Democrats and the celeb hate mob continue to sift through the wreckage of the Mueller report, it is slowly beginning to dawn on some that they bet the house on the special counsel and rolled snake eyes. When Mueller and his team of partisan witch hunters cleared President Trump of colluding with the Russians, it was a sad day for those tormented souls who had spent over 2 years obsessing about how the former FBI director and his team would set things right and justify impeachment hearings to reverse the results of an election that they have refused to accept. Free Trump/Melania commemorative coin. Get yours today. But Street Bob let them all down, and even as House Democrats are setting up their own investigations of Trump and everyone who has ever dealt with him, the futility of such hearings has caused some to back down on the threats or risk blowback at the ballot box next November. One of those who has been among the most obsessed and creepy of the Democrats is Rep. Schiff, D. Hollywood, whose lies, innuendos, and false claims of evidence of Russian collusion are becoming a punchline even as he works to resuscitate the corpse of Mueller's probe. In a bad sign for Schiff, he was chided by none other than fellow California crazy Bill Maher, who on Friday's episode of his HBO show, chatted with the chief congressional crank who he admonished for going too far in comparing him to a stalker over his fixation on Trump. Voter poll: do you support term limits for members of Congress? Bill Maher mocks Democrat Rep. Schiff, CA, over his obsession with President Donald Trump and Russia. But this was our big gun. Now it just looks like you are stalking him. pic.twitter.com/Gzlaso5JSM, Ryan Saavedra, @RealSaavedra. April 27, 2019. Via the Daily Beast, Bill Maher accuses Democratic Representative Schiff of stalking Trump. Rep. Schiff said he didn't think it was realistic that the special counsel would indict the president, and those that did were being unrealistic in their expectations. The congressman did, however, conclude from the report that Russians were engaged in a systemic effort to interfere in our election, that the Trump campaign welcomed it, embraced it, built it into their plan, made full use of it, lied about it, covered it up, and then obstructed the investigation into it, and, if we had any doubt before about this president's fitness for office, there is no doubt remaining. He is unfit for the presidency. Maher then pushed back. But this was our big gun. Now it just looks like you are stalking him, he said. I think in the eyes of the people who don't follow it that closely, which is most of the country, here's the thing about Bob Mueller: he's the last thing in America that left and right agreed on. Left and right basically agreed. This is a guy of honor, this is an honest guy, an honest broker, whatever he says goes. The fact that he was like, if you couldn't impeach before, how were you going to impeach after? Or should you? Rep. Schiff, who seemed taken aback by the stalking comment, responded, I'm not there yet on impeachment. I may get there, he may get me there, but here's the awful dilemma that we face: if we don't impeach him, that sends a message that this kind of conduct, this obstruction of justice, this kind of willing use of the help of a foreign adversary, all the lies and cover-up, that this is non-impeachable. At the same time, if we do impeach him, and he is acquitted, as he would likely be acquitted, then the message is, those are non-impeachable offenses. Maher also mocked Mueller, who has gone from hero to zero in a matter of weeks with the unhinged political left. Free Trump 2020 flag, limited time offer, #new rule: just because you have a stone face doesn't mean you belong on Mount Rushmore. We all sat around waiting for Prosecutor Jesus to turn in his big report, and he came back with, ask someone else. pic.twitter.com/cuteitfxkvshk, real time, @realtimers. April 27, 2019. Via Fox News, Bill Maher rips Robert Mueller, claims Prosecutor Jesus declined to nail Trump. Late-night host Bill Maher ripped special counsel Robert Mueller on Friday's edition of Real Time for not indicting President Trump and instead playing by the book in his Russia investigation. For over 2 years America has had a crazy person in the White House, and for over 2 years the Democrats have done all about it because they were waiting for Mueller. We all sat around waiting for Prosecutor Jesus to turn in his big report. And he came back with, "Ask someone else," Maher said during the show's New Rules segment. "We needed Superman and we got Clark Kent." Translation: the impeachment ship has sailed, and as the old hunting saying goes, it's time to call in the dogs and piss on the fire. Message to Adam Schiff: when you've lost Bill Maher it's over. You might like Let's Block ads. Why?